Traders, investors, and degenerate gamblers. Yes, I'm talking to you. Welcome back for another episode. This is MJ Bullish, and I'm here to take you on an amazing ride because we got some great news for you. If you've been following, if you watched the last few videos, you already know that we're dead on with everything that we have said was going to happen. Stocks have generally started to trend in the upper direction, and there could be a possibility for a little bit of resistance coming up, and I'm going to explain it to you in this next episode. Let's get started. All right, we're going to get started first looking at the S&P 500, SPY. Okay. Of course, if you're just getting in here, we're in a long uptrend. We've had some resistance at these points here, and going into the top of the year, we've been in a period of declination. If we look and zoom in, we have some very interesting channels that have formed, especially in this downtrend area. We found resistance at the all-time high for the year, 479, dropped severely, found support at 427. We bounced up again, resistance, bounced down, found support, and now we're on what appears to be a slight recovery. Is this long? Let's take a look at the information that we have here. So we found support at this area right here, bounced, found support again. So I'm expecting for there to be another entry point somewhere around here or here. Could we see stocks go lower and possibly revisit this area? I think it's highly possible. So I wouldn't say we're out of the woods yet. I think that we have a little bit more downside, but for now, over the next couple weeks, months, I think we could see some general uptrend. I think the absolute height, the highest we could go over the next couple weeks would be this area. I don't think, personally, I have a gut feeling that we're not going to see all-time highs. Okay, we have resistance at this area as you've seen before, around 475. We got 3 points of resistance: 1, 2, 3, then 4. Okay, so it's a lot of resistance in that area, and then also we have resistance in this area: 1, 2, 3. So could we see a selling zone right here? I think if you have some short-term plays that you've been working on, this would be an amazing selling zone. And by selling, I mean an area to take profit. So especially if you're a short-term trader or swing trader and you have options contracts and you don't want those option contracts to expire worthless, you want to make sure you let them go in an area where you'll get some profit and have the opportunity to buy back in. Okay, so I think that's a good zone for that. Let's take a look at the volatility index. The volatility index is trending down. We're getting into that 20 range. That also lets us know that we could see a little bit more upside in stocks. We have a little bit of support, resistance breaking through that 20 range, so we could see a bounce about there. So that'll be in the next few trading sessions. Let's take a look at gold. Gold has had some resistance, and that was recently. That was in March. We could see gold coil back up. And let's also take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still just slowly trending up. We're tapping that resistance line of 444 like we've been looking at. I think eventually over the next couple days, weeks, we should see Bitcoin break through, maybe get into the 50,000 area. It would be a great time to take just a little bit of profit if you have some. Let's take a look at the sectors. Specifically, oil has been a very, very high growth sector while we had this correction. Let's look at XLE, which is the Spiders energy sector. We've had some resistance at this long trending line that I spoke about in the last 2 videos, I believe. We have a lot of resistance right here. We did see it peak through. So we could see a little bit of upside on oil. Do I think it's going to bust through this area of resistance? I don't think so, but we never know. I think it's a little late to buy. I did have an oil play right here. We had some resistance on oil in this area. Not on oil, but on ExxonMobil. Let's zoom in on that. Give me 1 second here. I had some 83 calls that popped. So I sold those. I'm not sure if we're going to see oil hit, ExxonMobil hit all-time highs. We just got to be ready for that. Technology. NVIDIA has been on a tear. NVIDIA is on a tear. It's heading at that area of resistance right here. NVIDIA, I think, is one of the best moving stocks. It has a huge market cap. They have an amazing amount of cash flow. That's one of the stocks when the market is bullish, I do like to play. Let's take a look at the sectors. As far as 1-day relative performance, technology is an outperformer. And like I've been saying, guys, the energy and the technology sector are playing inversely. If technology is booming, a lot of the cash is flowing back into technology. People are taking profits from all that, the oil gains they made. Over the 1 month period, of course, energy has been the dominant sector, with as well as basic materials over the 1 month. And guys, as far as basic materials, that's actually a sector I don't play too much. So I want to take a look at some of the bigger players in basic materials, specifically some US-based companies. FCX is seeing some major gains. And I think FCX could continue to run up. It does have a lot of momentum. It has a lot of volume. It might continue to run up. Also, NTR. Let's take a look at NTR. NTR is running up too. Okay. And everybody, I'm actually analyzing this as I go through it, because I want you all to understand the process of what I do. And it's the 1 month relative performance. Basic materials has been a top performer. And so we literally, if you're a day trader or you're a swing trader, you have to follow these waves and use some of that to your advantage. 3 month period, energy has, of course, outperformed everything, but basic materials is coming up as well. And it wasn't like that last month. So let's go ahead and possibly get some plays together for basic materials. Energy, again, we did 40% on energy. As far as overall, let's take a look at where our volume was at today. Oh, wow. Sundial is booming. Tons and tons of volume on that. And if you all haven't heard that there's a vote to pass federal marijuana on a legal level in the United States. So let's take a look at Sundial and see what's going on after hours. It's getting crazy volume. That might be a good play. We got options contracts, let's say 112 days out for 18 cents. If you're wondering where the volume at is as far as the marijuana plays, sundial. Next, it's going to be Tilray. All right, that one as well. So let's take a look at Tilray. A lot of volume too. Boom. I mean, let's take a look at like really how much of a percent growth that is. Yeah, that's 44%. That's 44% in a day. Incredible. I really think this is just the beginning as far as that goes. If we do get that federal legalization, those stocks are just going to absolutely explode. So I'll definitely take some positions in Sundial and Tilray, and I'll probably be holding those for the next 6 months just to see what happens. You know, it's a gamble, but it's calculated. For the most part, the core of my investment thesis is I'm sticking to Nasdaq, and I'm playing the cues. You got Apple, you got some of the biggest companies in the world in Nasdaq, and it's just hard to beat that right now. But that's it. I just want to go over those few plays, go through the market with you. Congrats if you got in on that Nasdaq bottom and rode that up, and you're taking some profit. Shout out to you all. Invite me to your boat. I'll invite you to mine. And let's see how this goes over the next couple of weeks and next couple of months. By all means, we're building a community here. Please comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions or want to discuss any ideas, or you have any marijuana plays that you want to throw in there, go ahead and just talk about them in the comments. I'll try to get back to everybody as soon as I can. I really appreciate everybody for watching. May the markets be with you.